Hello, Aquarius. My name is Kristi. I am the Twisted Elemental. I want to first say happy birthday to all the Aquariuses out there. Today is actually my bestie's birthday, who is an Aquarius, so happy birthday to you. I love you. I'm here to do a spiritual growth reading for Aquarius for February 2024. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some energies. We're going to use oracle cards to get the energies around you and the energies that you're working through right now. And we're going to pull that energy into the main spread where we see how that's looking in your everyday life and get you some advice. So let's get started. Calling on Spirit and all my sacred guides to help me discern true and accurate messages for all Aquarius placements today. I would like messages of the purest, highest white light of truth and for the greater good of all. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Aquarius. Okay, for Aquarius, please. Okay. We have Child of Nature. What does it say? The light attributes of the Child of Nature: friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. The shadow attributes: tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. Well, I don't know a single Aquarius out there who has that shadow attribute that abuses other people and animals and the environment. I think if that's a shadow attribute, that might be somebody else around you. Excuse me. Communication with nature spirits and friendships with animals. I want to say that you might be finding new spiritual gifts in your ability to communicate with animals and nature spirits. I'm even sensing like ghosts being able to communicate with the other side. There's some form of communication here that has to do with things that aren't human, with animals and spirits. And I want to say this is something that's coming into your recollection, but let's get some animal cards here. I have Messiah underneath here that says serving humanity with humility. Interesting. All right. All right, what's going on here for Aquarius, please? I'm getting, whatever this is, it's a very fertile energy for you with the bunny here. And I don't just mean, I'm not just talking about like as in birthing children or fertility as in that. I'm talking about as an abundance in all things, like you being very fertile with maybe using your gifts brings you fertility and prosperity. Interesting. All right, what is this for Aquarius? Oh, hello. We have antelope, decisive action, and I have hippopotamus, exploration on the bottom here. It says decisive action. You are being told unequivocally that it is time to get moving. Set your intentions and take action towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. Listen, it says you are being told unequivocally. We have this nature spirit here. I want to say that you're being told by spirit or some aspect here. You're being told in some means other than a human speaking to you, right? I want to say this is you connecting with spirit guides. This could even be in the form of animals, but you are being guided that you need to take action on something here. And it's about your dreams. It says you have a door right in front of you. I'm thinking this is like a portal. Exploration. Hippopotamus. If you have been bored with your life, Aquarius, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. I do believe this about Aquarius. You do have the creative power to do that. You can do this by starting new projects, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. Making spiritual connections here. But you're being asked to explore. You have new options here to make things better and to taking decisive action on those options. This is about a new project or goal. This is something, and it has to do with your spirituality. Interesting. That's very interesting because I'm being brought to now when I was talking about my bestie. I don't usually talk about my own life or friends in these videos, but we've been contemplating a business that we want to start together on the spiritual realm. So this is actually really resonating for me. But this is an idea to explore new projects here that have to do with spirituality. You are being guided through some nature spirits here. But it's time to take action on something here. Let's get some more oracle cards. A few more oracle cards and then we'll move to the main spread. All right, what's going on here? Oop. All right, that's like a book of cards. We're gonna, like 3 cards, please. Oh, I bent a card here. For Aquarius, please. Oh, 3 cards exactly. Okay. I have Thinker. It's card 44. Clean It Up, card 21. Which this was in that big stack that came out first. And card 39, New Life. I have underneath Co-Create. Like that. Okay, Aquarius. So we're talking about this is time for you to explore some new ideas here, to take decisive action on some new creative thing going on. You're being guided through nature spirits here. I want to say in this thinking, this is stuff you have been thinking about and part of the being guided. This is something you thought about but maybe haven't taken action on. You're being called. Now is the time to take that action. 44 here with Thinker. This tells me that first of all, this is you thinking about your stability, possibly. But I want to say taking decisive action here is going to aid your stability. This is divinely protection. This is a number of 4s are numbers of divine protection. We have 2 4s here. That means it's amplified. There's something here you need to clean up. There's something that has to be cleaned out here, like out with the old, because once we clean something up, we've got new life. This is a genuine new beginning. Interesting. So this could be you thinking of ways to clean up your life, to bring in a new life. Whatever it is, I want to say this is inspired through your connection to nature spirits here. And it's time to explore it further, to take action. This is this Thinker part. And this is the cleaning it up. Whatever it is that needs to be cleaned up here. It's going to be individual for all of you. But this is part of this. So we're cleaning out the old because this is new life. Let's get to the main spread. What we're going to be asking here, Aquarius, is so how this energy looks in your everyday life right now. What's going on? The lesson you're meant to learn, the blessing you're meant to receive, the challenge you're meant to overcome, and the advice from Spirit. We're going to clarify all of it. Getting a hit here with the clean it up. This could be your actual environment that needs to be cleaned up, that's going to aid you connecting to these spirits and your thoughts. A messy environment can stifle creative energy. It can stifle your connection to spirit. But I want to say, the other thing I'm getting here, it's time to clean up your thoughts. This is about being in the energy you wish to receive. You're being called to do something new here, to explore a new project here. It says creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. But I want to say, when we're manifesting, we need to be in the energy we wish to receive. If our energy is chaotic, if our thoughts are chaotic, if we're replaying conversations and we're stuck in loops in our thoughts, we manifest what we're thinking. We manifest more of the stuff to keep us in our thoughts, the more of things to be filled with anxiety about. But cleaning up our thoughts puts us in a better place here, because we can be then in an attitude of gratitude, or being in an attitude of gratitude means we call more things to us to be grateful for, right? So I want to say this is about cleaning. There's a big need here, possibly your environment, but more importantly, your thoughts, so you can manifest this new life. And that's the truth. The Ace of Swords there. One more shuffle here, Aquarius. The all-over energy for this reading is the Emperor. It says structure. I like this. This is beautiful. This is about empowerment, about you being the emperor of your own life. The Emperor's in charge. This is boss energy. And I want to say we're talking about creating something new, exploring a new, co-create. Like co-creating with another person, co-creating with spirit. You're creating some new life here. Some new adventure. But I want to say part of this cleaning up your thoughts here has to do with this Emperor. The Emperor's not indecisive. The Emperor knows exactly what they want, because they know exactly who they are. This is someone taking full charge of their own life here to build new structure. Underneath that, I've got the Two of Pentacles, like trying to bring balance. Through this structure is going to bring balance to your life. All right, what's going on here for Aquarius? Release. Death card here. This is an ending. What that ending is going to be unique for all of you. This could be an ending to a way of thinking. This could be an ending to a relationship. This could be an ending to a job, to a living situation, to personal habits you have within yourself. Like we have clean up your thoughts here. This could be an ending to a way of thinking. We're going to clarify and see more what it's about, but this is an ending. This is an ending to bring in a new beginning. This is energy of transformation. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, big Scorpio energy. That's the point of something that's ending, is ending so that you can create something new and better. What's the lesson here? At the Fool. This is your energy, Aquarius. It says change. This is releasing something old. We have clean it up. Right? We're sweeping out something old so we can have our new life. So we're releasing something that's done, dead, and over, so we can take a new leap of faith towards something new. This is you standing in your power, taking a leap of faith and towards some new thing here. This brings change to you. You're bringing your own change to your life. What's the blessing here? Nine of Wands. It says fear. Nine of Wands is about the wounded warrior. Like, all these wands here are things that have wounded us. But ultimately, they're lessons. They're things that we can take the lessons from and leave the fear behind. Like, you've already been through this stuff, so there's no reason to fear it anymore. I want to say, again, this goes back to the thinker, cleaning up your thoughts. Whatever this is, taking this leap of faith, it's going to show you that you're resilient, that you don't need to fear something because you're a warrior. You get up, take the lessons, and keep going. The challenge, please. I have the King of Swords. This is knowledge. I want to say this is knowledge of self. With the King of Swords here, the King of Swords is somebody standing in their truth and integrity, someone who knows themselves very well. This is someone who's strategic, really smart, right? Business oriented. This person is always 2 steps ahead of everybody else. I want to say part of this clean up your thoughts here, the clean up and thinker, is part of cleaning up some thoughts about your own self-image here, getting to know yourself really well. I want to say you think there's a negative aspect to your thinking about your own self here that you need to clean up. This is a challenge. What's the advice here? Knight of Pentacles. Trust. Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is on their journey. This is a transitional energy for the Knights. But the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is trustworthy, who is loyal to themselves first and foremost, right? This is somebody on their journey with their towards their new beginning here. This person has the Ace of Pentacles in their hand. That is a tangible new beginning. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slow energy. It's like slow and steady wins the race. But the Knight is slow because they leave no nook and cranny unturned. Like they're learning their lessons and stacking their coins along the way. This is the explorer, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the explorer of the tarot. They're the ones out there on their journey. They go slow because they're learning on their way. They're exploring new paths, new opportunities. All right, I want to get another layer of cards here with the Yin Yang Oracle, and then we'll clarify. Say, whatever this is you bossing up in a really big way in your own life here. I like that. We've got your energy. We've got Aries energy. We've got Scorpio energy. Virgo energy. Libra and Gemini, as well as more Aquarius with the King of Swords here. I want to say part of this challenge is you knowing yourself really, really well helps you stand in your power here. Oh, wow. I have karma, justice, balance here with this Emperor. I want to say you building your own structure for yourself, you bossing up and being in charge of your own life here is your karmic justice. This is how you clear your karma here. By taking charge yourself. Weighing things out, cause and effect, choices, want to make things right. This is like being responsible for your own actions also. Like, and also with the cause and effect, you being really the boss here and in charge of your own life. I want to say the effect here is new life, your new life. Cause and effect. I have the Ace of Water underneath this. This is like healing, balancing your emotions. Romantic offer, renewal in life, compassion, emotions, new love. Like, I want to say this is you getting your emotions balanced. And I want to say the new thing you love is yourself, unequivocally. King of Swords, somebody who knows themselves decisively. And this is somebody who's willing to look at the good and the bad. This is someone who's looking at the whole picture of themselves, right? That puts you in a place of power and brings balance to your life. All right, with this Death card for the situation, we have self-worth. Yes, cleaning up your thoughts about yourself. Thank you. Look at this. It says healing unworthiness, boundaries, expectations, high value, vibrational. Now, this person, usually we say with the Queen of Swords is about real strong boundaries, right? But it's also the King of Swords has very strong boundaries. This King of Swords does not let somebody cross their path. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. We all have King and Queen energy within us. We all have masculine and feminine. So this cleaning up, this is about cleaning up your thoughts for your own self here, for your worthiness. There's something here. And I want to say part of this nature aspect here, child of the divine, that's not on here, but I'm seeing that, is, I lost my thought with that. I want to say there's something about this that helps you with your thoughts, like the animals in nature, that helps you clear your thoughts, like being, even like if you're feeling anxiety, being around animals, maybe that helps settle your thoughts down. So this is an end to a way of thinking in your life that's going to allow you to boss up in big ways. You thinking that you're unworthy, because you are. Your lesson here with the Fool card, needing to take a leap of faith here to bring change. Came out with 2 cards. You have self-love and change. Listen, your lesson here, change, is to bring change to your own life through your own empowerment. This says relationships, moving on, progress, 8 of Wands, travel, communication. So creating change through your own actions, right? But the actions here of self-love, says self-love, intentions, creations, focus on desire of the heart, self-worth. Listen, healing unworthiness, because your lesson here is your self-worth. Expansion and manifesting. You're taking a leap of faith towards something here because you love yourself. It creates vast change. Wow. So your blessing here with the 9 of Wands. Ooh, we have toxicity. This fear is toxic. It says Devil card. Addictions. It says bound, right? Patterns. Energy vampire, trauma bond, stuck. Now, this energy doesn't look like much of a blessing with the fear and the toxicity, this Devil card. But I want to say this is a toxic pattern that you are cleaning up, because you're going to see it clearly. That's why it's a blessing. You're going to see this within yourself. Again, I go straight back to cleaning up your thinking, right? I want to say there's like some pattern and toxicity of fear and anxiety that comes through some trauma bond. Very interesting. So I want to say this is a release of toxicity for you. That is this blessing. Your challenge, the King of Twin Flame. It says telepathic, spiritual, magnetic, divine connection, strong soulmate. So this could, your challenge could be a little King of Swords here. Again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I still stand by everything I said. Part of the challenge is knowing yourself really good, because in order to make this solid structure and be in charge, you have to know yourself well, right? But this could also be having to do with a soulmate, with a twin flame connection, with somebody that you feel very connected to. We'll definitely be clarifying this. Your advice here is the Knight of Pentacles, to trust in yourself on your journey here. I have regrets. It says holding back, suffering in silence, blocking thoughts and memories. I want to say this is, okay, your advice is to have trust in your journey and to stop blocking thoughts and memories of the past, things you might have regrets over. If these thoughts are coming up into your thoughts that you need to clean up, it's because the way you clean it up is through dealing with them. There's something there for you to see that you have to. It's important. This is a message for you. It holds you back. So this is, I want to say, this is no more suffering in silence. If you feel bound to some toxic pattern here of fear and anxiety, it's coming from a place of trauma. from something in your past, whether this has to do with old relationships or your family of origin or whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for anybody. It has something that has made you feel less than. It affects your self-worth and keeps you in this cycle. So your advice here is to trust in the process, I want to say. Process of healing. Allowing yourself to have the thoughts that you feel bound to. There's something else you need to see there. And when you see it, you can release them. But I want to say there's a blocking of the thoughts. So part of this is this trust. It's going to be trust in the idea that you can observe the thought. Okay? So you're going to allow yourself to have it and you're going to see it. And then ask yourself, does it make sense? If this is about something that happened in your life previously, there's something you need to see from an adult perspective or from a new higher perspective that you have now that you didn't have before, so you can see how this incident or whatever it was does affect your self-worth and still affects your self-worth. See it from a new perspective, from a higher adult perspective, so that you can heal that and know that whatever this wasn't about you, wasn't about you being less than. Okay? All right, now we're going to clarify. So I want to say this is the end of something that does affect your self-worth. With this Death card here. There's also, and this says boundaries and expectations. I want to say there's an end of you not having good boundaries for yourself. Not having boundaries is a unworthiness thing. That's when we allow people to tread on us. What is this death, please? You're releasing feelings of unworthiness. Tell me about this death, please, for Aquarius. The Empress and Strength. So this is you. There is nothing in unworthiness about the Empress. She completely believes in herself. And I also want to point out here, we do have the Emperor and the Empress, which is a divine match. So in order to so what's happening here is you're coming into your Empress energy by releasing an old pattern of toxicity here about your self-worth. You're having the strength to overcome your own mind or this own toxic cycle of thinking you are less than or not believing that you're really worthy of everything you are. You're relieved by, this is beautiful. At the moon, I want to say again, this is giving me, you're doing this through some very divine feminine energy. This is using your intuition, but this is also, again, a release to fear. Release of fear. All right. Your lesson here is about changing, taking risks to change. Bringing change to your own self through self-love. So this is a self-love card. This says creation. We have the decisive action and exploring new avenues here. And I want to say through believing in yourself completely, this is what allows you to create something new. Empress energy is this is divine feminine energy. It's receptive energy. It's about being magnetized and calling beautiful stuff to you. The Empress is an energy of giving birth. She's a feminine. She births people, but this isn't just about that. The Empress births all beautiful things. Joy, happiness, prosperity, abundance. Like being really magnetized here by healing the self-worth. Because once you are in this energy of self-love, you create beautiful things in this Empress energy. You're taking new leaps of faith here that are going to change everything for you. Tell me about this Fool and the lesson for Aquarius. I just threw half the deck. That's too many cards. All right. Tell me about this lesson with the Fool, please. The Ten of Wands in reverse. This is with the Nine of Swords, right? Got a lot of nines on the table here. This is like, I want to say, this is, you're dropping the burdens of the things that keep you up at night. This is anxiety, sleepless nights, replaying conversations, being stuck in a loop, right? The leap of faith here, the thing that brings change is you healing some self-worth here, dropping the burden of the fear of things that you think about all the time. This is like you healing that. You don't have to think about it anymore. Tell me about this Ten of Wands in reverse. And far too many cards. This lesson of the Ten of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands with the King of Cups. So healing some unworthiness wound here, dropping the burden of it allows you to get into your heart space here. And again, I've got the Nine of Wands underneath this. This allows you to make a choice from the heart about your path here. She's holding the world in her hand here, and she's chosen a path here. She's holding on to that wand. This is something emotional for you. This is you opening up to emotion. The King of Cups is someone who has the ability to hold vast amounts of love, but doesn't always give it. Right? And I want to say that you don't give freely of your emotions because of all this wounding and this self-worth issue. You dropping the burden of that, you take leaps of faith, right? Making decisive action and exploring new things you come up with a new plan here. You choose a new path decisively. This is to create change in your own life. You're making a decisive decision here as the Emperor, and it balances everything out for you. Tell me about this blessing with the Nine of Wands. At the Hanged Man, you getting a new perspective with victory here with the Six of Wands. So I'm going to go back to the allowing yourself to have the thoughts here, trusting in the process of doing this. The blessing here, and I want to say, you're going to get, when you do this, it's going to allow you to heal your self-worth here, but it's going to give you a totally new perspective on these patterns you've been bound to of fear. This takes time. And the sacrifice is, once you see this, you can't unsee it, right? That's victorious for you. That is you seeing yourself for your truest self. Tell me about this Hangman, the blessing. The World. I have the Tower underneath. This is a change, a complete change. And I want to say, when you see this, it's going to be sudden, and it usually is. When you see the thing that can't be unseen, it does shift everything for you. I have the Ten of Swords, and I have Judgment with the Ace of Swords and the Tower here. This is, when you see the truth of this, the epiphany of the truth, it ends a long-held toxic cycle for you. This is the Ten of Swords, is about something done, dead, over. Again, this is where we are with this Death card, right? But the beauty of the Ten of Swords is, having learned the lesson, you see it differently, and you can leave the pain in the past, which reverts this to the Ace of Swords, right? That's the cycle changing. We have Judgment. This is your second chance to change your life, to do everything differently, to make better choices from yourself, for yourself, from a place of seeing yourself in a different light, in a truthful light. This is quick, sudden, and it changes everything. This levels your playing field. This definitely comes from self-knowledge here. Like I'm seeing, you see, like something's being something's being poured into the top of this here. Like the knowledge is being poured into your head. Changes everything. This is awakening. I want to say you're awakening to your true self here. Wow. This is beautiful. Again, we have the world, right? That is the new world, changing everything. This shifts your cycle. You were like, you co-create your new life. This is beautiful. All right, tell me about this challenge here with the King of Swords. This is strong soulmate. Part of this could be that's in challenge is that you might feel really connected to somebody. This isn't for everybody, but for some of you, this is somebody you might need to release for your own self-worth. But there could be a really big pull to this person. Like magnetic, like chained, devil card here, chained to something. Not for everybody. This is about knowing yourself here. Tell me why this King of Swords is a challenge for Aquarius. Ace of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Are you not being truthful with yourself about what your passions are here? The Ace of Wands is about passion. It's a passionate new beginning. It is a new life. When you are getting a new life here, a new beginning for yourself in some level. But this is also, it can be about creativity. The Nine of Pentacles. This is a very independent energy on the bottom here. What is this? Unexpected income? Main female? You could be having financial challenges right now. Financial challenges might stifle your creativity if you're in... Oh, interesting. We have something about fear. That's a toxic pattern. And I want to say this comes with maybe overthinking something, because we have to clean up our thoughts here for our new life. Something about this, maybe stressing out about this or not being able to stop thinking about it, might be stifling your creativity. Maybe needing to get independent of this energy for your own prosperity. Or the thoughts of it. Like being bound to the thoughts of what this might be to an idea of a soulmate being magnetized to them might be affecting your income through your creativity. Like if you're feeling creatively blocked right now, Aquarius, I want you to sit down and think about what occupies the most percentage of your day and your thoughts. If it's this, then this is what's causing the challenge in you empowering yourself here. What's the Ace of Wands and the challenge, please, for Aquarius? Seven Pentacles. Three of Cups. Seven Pentacles is about planting seeds. Ooh, planting seeds of creativity, planting seeds for passion, planting seeds of new beginnings. This is a need to assess something here. This is also divine timing. And I'm getting it's time for you to assess something about this. Again, I want to go back to what I said. If you sit down and what occupies the most thoughts in your day? What's on loop in your head? Because that's causing you an issue with your creativity here. Possibly even your own self-worth, because this reading is most definitely about you reclaiming your self-worth. Yeah, I've got the Three of Cups with the King of Swords again here. This is like union with somebody, socializing, friend groups. There's some, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Your advice here is to trust the process, and there's something here you're holding back on that you suffer in silence that you need to break. You're blocking thoughts and you need not to. Why is the Knight of Pentacles the advice for Aquarius, please? Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. When I have cards that, to clarify a card, and it's the same exact card that comes up, that's telling me that everything I just said is true. First and foremost. So there's a need to trust the process. There's thoughts here that you need to go back to and really think about. You need to ask yourself if they make sense. Again, I'm going to go back to what's the thing that occupies most of your day that you get caught in a loop on. There's a need to get independent of that. And I see you in getting independent from it. The more independent from it you get, the clearer you get here. Anything else in this Knight of Pentacles? I have the Tower reversed. This is with the Page of Cups here. So there's an emotional reaction here. You're holding on to something too tightly. There's something you do not want to stop. And it's a pattern. And it could have to do with this here. You're holding on too tightly of it. This is somebody trying to avert a change. This whole reading is about you creating a change in your life. You're being guided to trust this process, to stop holding on to something. Again, this is holding back, suffering in silence, not wanting to see something. I have in one of my other tarot decks, the Tower card is actually a woman holding on to this cracked structure, trying to hold it all together in vain, because there's no way that can be saved. It's cracked all the way to its foundation. It has to collapse. It's a faulty foundation. So this is like trying to hold on to something too tightly that you really need to think about and see if it makes sense. You need to be willing to have the thoughts here. And then ask yourself if they make sense. Trust this process. There's something you need to see. Your self-worth is being affected. And by continuing to try and hold on to something that needs to change, You're stifling your own self-worth. You're stifling your own new beginning here. This is, I'm getting with this decisive action here, that in the original, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, I want to say there's people falling out of the tower or jumping. This is are you going to be pushed or are you going to jump? This is a decisive action is you need to jump. All right, I want to get a couple angel cards here, and then we'll call this a close. I do hope this was helpful. And again, happy birthday, everyone. All right, what does Aquarius need to hear here? I have, don't give up on love. And I want to stress, if I'm telling, by me saying that somebody's holding you back now, I'm not trying to say that the love isn't real. I'm trying to say that something about it needs to change and you're in fear of that happening. I want to say you're in fear of losing it altogether. Clean up the thoughts about that. Believe in love. That is real, right? There is a very strong connection here, but it's one that your ideas about it have to change in some way, or you're holding on to it too tightly, stifling it. It says, a relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that you can thrive again. Maybe you need to forgive yourself here with this self-worth. Things that you maybe things you accepted for too long that you did refuse to change. There's a need to forgive yourself for those things. And again, this is when you see something in a new light here, there is typically a needing to forgive of yourself for accepting less. This could also be, if this is about outside forgiveness, there could be someone else in your life you need to forgive. Again, this isn't about saying what they did was okay. This is about not taking negative energy from some other situation and bringing it into this one. Okay. Open your heart. Card 22. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. Notes for Aquarius. Notes for Aquarius, please. 27. Regain your focus. Cleaning up your thoughts. Regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron is here to help you stay grounded. Again, when you think about your day, what thought is on repeat that occupies most of your day? You need to regain your focus here. Now, if it's about this, I'm not telling you it's not real. I'm telling you that it is preventing you. It is causing a problem with your own creativity or you making a big change here. You have to regain your focus. Let it go. Card 18. The situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connection to the past so that you can embrace your future. So if this is about needing to, maybe your self-worth was, I want to say maybe your self-worth has been attacked because of past relationships here, things you've been through, whatever it is. This is about needing to heal those things so that you don't take them forward into this, because there's no place for those things in here. Your self-worth has to be intact for this. So this is about healing up some past issues for you that do affect your self-worth so you can make really decisive actions going forward and exploring what this is for you. And again, I do want to say this is affecting your finances and your creativity here. There's new opportunities all around here. Your new life involves new businesses and you being really empowered in your new life here. I'm sending you so much love, light and love. I want you to remember to stay blessed and to always, always, always love yourself first, Aquarius. Thank you.